got into horse trailer design and manufacturing?
Great question. Well, my name is Brad, and we started Double D Trailers, my dad and I, back in 1997. We actually had a retail store in 94 and sold horse trailers, horse tack, and feed. And trailers was something that was just another product that we offered, but we quickly realized with trailers that clients wanted specific designs, specific colors, lots of customizations, and at that time the manufacturing companies that we were representing, or the brands, it was just difficult to get that. So we had the idea, hey, let's put up a factory and do it ourselves, and that's what we did. From 97 through today, we've been manufacturing Double D trailers.
How many horse trailers have you built?
Oh, that's a great question. It would be a few thousand for sure. We've built quite a few trailers over the years.
What prompted you to produce a 3D printed horse trailer?
We never really wanted to be in manufacturing. Design on safety aspects and development and marketing is really what we enjoy, but it's difficult to get customizations today, and particularly when the pandemic hit, with supply chain shortages that we're having now, continuing to experience labor shortages, astronomical costs, lower quality of materials than we've ever gotten before. It's like, okay, well, what do we do now to build trailers in a more efficient manner, in a safer manner, and something that's more durable? 3D is a technology that's been around for quite some time, but it's at the point today that we can print. You can print an entire boat or an entire car or anything like that. So it just made sense to dive in and roll our sleeves up and get engineering to let's figure out how to 3D print a horse trailer.
Are there specific safety improvements for the horse and handler you've made on this 3D design?
Absolutely. So one thing that we're doing on this one is the SafeTack Reverse Carbon series. And we've incorporated the reverse load technology, which is something that we have a patent on, as a standard feature on this layout. From the horse perspective, we've done quite a few things that are different than in times past. For example, windows, the only options for windows are to purchase from a window manufacturing company that makes windows for houses and cars and RVs, and they don't really understand horse trailers. They're very breakable. They have rubber trims and gaskets around them that deteriorate, and so the approach that we've taken from the window function, as a designer, I look at when I'm riding down the road in my vehicle and I roll the window down, it's very loud and the wind's blowing all around and some stuff comes in and can get in my eyes. When I roll the window up, it's quiet, it's comfortable. That's the way I enjoy riding. And I don't know who had the idea initially to put windows in horse trailers and then open the windows and allow the horse head to stick out, but with the design that we have, it'll be a non-breakable window, very sturdy, and the interior will be climate controlled, so horses will travel comfortable in all types of environments, from hot to cold, and it'll be one of the quietest trailers on the road. No road noise, no metal on metal, because there's no metal in the trailer, no vibration. It will absorb the majority of that. As far as the ramps, most of the ramps that we've built in times past are spring assist. Today, we're going to do a slide out ramp. It's lighter, it's easier to handle, less incline for the horse, and just lots of benefits to it. And we'll do those ramps. They'll be very easy to access. Another thing that we incorporated was the fender skirt, and it serves two purposes, really three. One, the first thing that we typically do with a new horse trailer is you tie a horse to the side and the horse paws it, they can scratch it. So we've eliminated that aspect just on the 3D from the durability. They'll often paw where the tires are. You can knock a valve stem loose. They can injure themselves in between the wheels, on the fenders, things like that. So we eliminated that potential by having the fender skirt. The skirt will actually fold up as a table And when you're at a show and you just need a place to, set your cup and hang out, or throw some stuff on a table so that it's not lying on the ground. This particular layout has a step right in front of the fender, and you can step up on that, stand on the table, and easily access your horse's head. You can raise or lift the window. Maybe we can show an image of that window raising up and down, but you can raise the window from the table, feed your horses, calm him or her down, close the window back, and then step down. Interior divider. So the divider, or the construction methods that we use today for the dividers, we solid weld a divider on a post, and that's where the divider stays. We don't have the option of moving it to another location. And the challenge with that is not one size stall doesn't fit all. You'll have from a 14 hand horse to a 17.3 plus warm blood. Obviously the warm blood takes a lot more space. The 14 guy doesn't need that much space. And with the ability to move our divider back and forth, you can adjust the stall size. So if you have big horses, you make the stall bigger. If you have little horses, you can make those guys smaller. So we're very excited over that in giving our customers some flexibility and just reassurances that when you purchase a trailer, regardless of what size horse that you have, he or she will be able to fit by simply just changing those stall sizes around. Okay, so the current layout on the SafeTack with the rear swing out SafeTack saddle compartment that is proprietary, exclusive to our brand, and it's been around since 1999, so it's a proven technology that clients love. The thing that I don't love about the SafeTack box currently is it's not removable, and it's just fixed stationary onto the back door, and you can't take it off. Oftentimes we'll have a client that may want to remove the divider from the trailer, haul a golf cart or a four-wheeler, and it's challenging to do that sometimes with that box in place. So in that respect, the box will easily lift off, quite no problem to handle with that, and just giving our customers more options with their trailer. That's a great question. So there's a combination of materials that we'll be using, particularly the chassis, the flooring. I think we're going to do that 100% carbon fiber. And carbon fiber is used in a variety of industries, from I think Space Shuttle, Corvette even one time did a carbon fiber chassis, or General Motors did. So the advantage to carbon fiber is the strength to weight aspect, or the strength to weight ratio. It's going to be one of the strongest materials and one of the lightest materials possible. So not only are we able to increase the strength and the durability of the trailer, we'll be able to take a bit of weight out of that too without sacrificing safety or quality. The remainder of the trailer, the non-chassis part, that will be an ABS plastic material combined with some carbon fiber and also a fiber feel. And it's almost indestructible, really. So very nice material, insulating, quiet, no vibrating, no cracking, sunlight deterioration is minimal.
How heavy will these trailers be?
Our estimates, we think we'll be able to take at least 20% weight out of our current build methods, possibly even 25% lighter. So it's a significant difference.
How long do you expect these trailers to last compared to a regular horse trailer?
Well, regular horse trailers, they have a lot of components that will deteriorate. For example, the exterior sheets are painted, so you're locked into whatever the life of the paint is, whether it sits outside. There's lots of graphics and vinyl. Those deteriorate with sunlight. Trim around doors and windows, those rubber gaskets, they just don't last but so long. From a structural perspective, depending on the actual construction, you can get some rust. Even in an all aluminum trailer, you can get white oxidation and rust through that as well. So as far as the 3D print, we eliminate all of those aspects, and how long it'll last, I think 50, 75 years from now, you're still going to have a 3D printed trailer that we made in the, year of 2020, whatever that year is.
Can you comment on the electric vehicle industry?
I don't own an electric vehicle, not yet, but there's lots of exciting things coming out. We've had a few clients reach out to us wanting to pull or to tow, use an electric vehicle for towing. And the challenge that we've seen thus far, of course, batteries are limited, length of travel, the amount of miles you can go are limited, and even payload. I know right now Ford's probably one of the leaders when we're making this video of their payload capacity on their half ton. I think it's around 1,900 pounds. I need to verify that. Whereas Chevy, for example, is much less than that. And the problem that we'll have is the tongue weight of trailers combined with the cargo and the passengers is just going to exceed that payload. But I do anticipate as the years progress, and technologies improve and costs come down, you'll see battery life improving, size of the motors get better, longer trips that you can make, higher payload capacity. So we see all of those things coming, and certainly feel that 3D printing along with that and saving so much weight and combining that with the electric industry is going to be a win-win.
Where do you envision 3D horse trailer printing in the next 5 years in relation to customization?
The challenge in customizing now, we are limited to purchasing a lot of various components and materials from many, many, many different suppliers. There's so many parts that make up a trailer. And when you want to customize something and make it different, that's where the challenge comes in. So we're very limited as to what things that we can do, particularly from a body style standpoint. With 3D printing, it's really what we can imagine we can build, because most of the legwork is done through engineering and computer generated. And then once all that is done and the design is perfected, you just take it to the robotics then, and then that machine will produce it. But I don't think that 3D printing is something that you'll see a lot of manufacturers jump on, simply for the fact that they mass produce trailers at such a high rate that their current manufacturing methods are probably what they'll stay with. But with us, we focus more on customization and not quite the higher volume as some of the other manufacturers out there. And what I'm really excited about is I envision us being able to change body styles annually. So just like the vehicle market, a 2015 vehicle looks entirely different than a 2023 or 24 vehicle. And I think we'll be able to do that with the trailers as well. Even not even changing from year to year, but I think on our website and with our designers and engineering, we'll be able to have different nose styles, so you can pick which nose you want, a different roof construction, lots of components that you'll be able to go through as a user and customize before we make the trailer. And of course, we can show you exactly what it'll look like. But yeah, you can truly design something that is unique, that no one else has.